Hello, everybody that might tune in, and anybody that does, thank you for such. And I hope for the ones that do, take this very serious and share it. Share the shit out of it. I am a 3-year revenge retaliation, identity theft, identity change, revenge retaliation victim of Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. I have been injured, tortured, skull split, brain injured, body mutilated, kidnapped, sex assaulted, medically blacklisted, lies, cover-ups, time buying, arrest refusals, false arrests on me to deflect the crimes that are taking place upon me and by whom, how, and why. 3.5 years of going through this. I spoke up of police crimes. As a result, I have been having this happening. I'm going through identity theft, identity change. I've been medically blacklisted, and the police that are guilty of human trafficking, human sex trade, slavery trafficking, kidnapping, sex assaults, putting prisoner tracking on their victims that they plan on trafficking and tracking, of course, illegally, non-criminals. I have no criminal record or history either, by the way. No psychological record or history, no drug history. This is a game on me. It is being played on me for revenge retaliation. And the ones that are involved are OPP, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, Napanee, Ontario, Spencer Mills 14716, Staff Sergeants, year 2019 and 2021, Ex-Chief or Commander, year 2019, Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, blonde hair, now Kingston, and Shelley Hafner, or Huffner. There is administration, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital administration involved in aiding, co-committing with criminal negligence and covering up crimes with and for OPP and doctors. Administrative, Wayne Coviduck and Sarah Fiddler. There is also Paladin Security involved, and the doctors that are involved in aiding and co-committing with criminal negligence is Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, Stacy's girlfriend, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, triage nurses Terry, Tanya, and David. They are all involved at Lennox and Addington County General Hospital. They are all very seriously dangerous individuals, using being doctors and their positions and credentials to commit crimes, to aid felony criminals in crimes, inmates in crimes, and aiding and covering up very serious crimes. I am the end of my bloodline. Not only am I an identity theft victim, but I am the end of my bloodline as well. So they are guilty OPP, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, and your little drug-fed, money-paid, untouchable co-offenders that are you will not touch, you will not arrest. They also have a justice of the peace here to make accusations against victims to obstruct. because it involves police, because it involves doctors, and it involves William Bill Wooldridge, alleged Hells Angels Ontario chapter captain. He is a pedophile, child stalking, sex offender. He is also guilty of stalking my mother and calling my mother mom. He is highly psychotic, highly delusional, believes that he and I were switched at birth, believes that he is also Harry Potter. And this is a picture of him. He is very fucking psychotic and he is highly dangerous and delusional. He lives at 149 Center Street North here in Napanee at the old Boomhauer house. And he is now bald, glasses, and a bit of a goatee. Is approximately 72, 73 years old, and he was going by the name William Bill Wooldridge. He may be using a different name now. This is another picture of him that I've showed many times. But like I said, he is now bald, goatee, and glasses, and lives at 149 Center Street North. In this picture, he was on his way stalking me, going by me, and I got his picture, but he was also on his way at lunchtime to Tim Hortons to check out children for ex-OPP chief or commander for pedophilia, sex slavery, trafficking. He was doing that daily when he wasn't stalking me and my mother. He was sometimes going by my house 12 hours a day, on and off. I would go out and he was always right there at every given time because I have prisoner tracking on me illegally, plus I have the remote neural monitoring on me. Back in 2019, I was shot by the ex-OPP chief at my previous address, and I can see as I'm sitting here doing this, I am starting to change from being broadcasted through. I have no feeling on my head, on the right side of my head, and it's filling up with air. It feels like it's filling up with air, and I'm getting a lot of shocking and electricity on the spot on the back of my head. And there's something moving up right beside it from my neck. This area. It's all up in here. That happens just before I get broadcasted through from remote neural monitoring, which is police and military tech that's been in use since the 1960s, and it's not well aware by very many people. And what it is a nano microchip implant. Yes, nano microchip implant that's been in use since the 60s, and the police and military are in use of this tech. And they are using it here in Napanee criminally to obviously commit identity thefts, to frame victims, to human traffic victims, and to murder victims. They're using it for financial thefts and frauds. They're using it on children for invasive surveillance on them so they can watch them. Pedophiles. This is Blair Hardy. He has a Facebook profile, so his pictures is on it. He actually used to drive around in a white Mercedes that he got from selling drugs from human trafficking. He is also guilty of other homicides. He was involved with the murder of Jack Clark, and he is the one that laces drugs with Robert Kane and Spencer Mills, both drug cops, and they lacing them to commit homicide for addicts to make it look like they just got bad drugs and overdosed from them and died. It's being done with intent, just for that intent, and to make it look that way. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills? Isn't that right, Robert Kane? Isn't that right, Blair Hardy? Isn't that right, Billy Wooldridge? I'm a 50-year-old revenge retaliation identity theft victim. Spencer Mills is highly obsessed, highly psychotic. Billy Wooldridge, highly obsessed, highly psychotic. There's a woman that lives on the corner of Center Street and Thomas at the side door. It is a crack shack. She's an obese woman and she is highly fucking psychotic, highly obsessed in every way, shape, and form as well. She is also a lunatic stalker. There is Blair Hardy, like I said, the one I just showed you. There is Billy Wooldridge, or the one known as Billy Wooldridge, from 149 Center Street North. He used to live at 34 Water Street here in Napanee, and I believe it was with a woman named Kim. This is also another picture of Blair Hardy. His pictures and everything are on my Facebook showing all of these pieces of shit garbage who were nothing but. And by the way, this Blair Hardy too is also Spencer Mills's boyfriend, and he is also a rape hound. He is guilty of rape. He raped a woman that is now dead from a drug overdose that used to live here. And it happened that he tried to rape this woman right here in this building where I live. Not this apartment, but this building where I live. In a different apartment. My lungs are screwed from being broadcasted through from all of these pieces of shit. This is Tyler Lake. It's not really cooperating with me, but anyway, he's a piece of shit. He's approximately 30 years old, and he is also a serious animal abuser as well. He is using remote neural monitoring on my dog and his dog, which is a pug, and my dog is a lab, beagle, cross, and shepherd. And it has caused him so much harm and damage now. His face is deformed, starting to squish up like a pug dog. He sneezes and coughs blood all the time. I cough blood all the time. I shit blood all the time as well from this happening to me, and all the pressure in my head and my ears bleeding as well sometimes. Me not being able to do anything about it because it's here in Napanee, because it's through the police, and because it's from Willie Billy Wooldridge and Blair Hardy and Tyler Lake and Jason Van Alstyne. They will surround you, hands on guns, the police will, to protect them, which protects OPP as well, to prevent arrest, so they can assure their crimes and so they can assure they get away with them. The lies, the time buying, the cover ups, arrest refusals, once again, except for on their victims to deflect their crimes, to justify their crimes in an attempt to give records to their victims, kidnapping 24 hours after asking for help, forcing through threats and other means to get blood and piss, and then using the false arrest for prints, pictures, signatures, for forgeries, framings, and frauds. For this provable identity theft and change, I have gone to or gone through over the course of 3 fucking years and proving it and being called a liar and not being able to do a damn thing about it. So, yes, OPP, the ones named, you are guilty of murdering my mother. You are guilty of murdering me, Chris Wood. You are guilty of murdering the Wood bloodline. I share any DNA directly and I can prove my DNA. I share any Wood DNA with any Blair Hardy, Billy Waldridge, Tyler Lake, or Jabin Alstein. You are all gonna be seriously fucked more than what you realize. And this is no threat. I do not care if you're cops or not. And doctors as well who are criminally negligently aiding in this. All because I spoke up of police crimes and I tried to save lives, and as a result, I became a victim and they upped their fucking badges using their position, credentials, lies. If you are poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, once they cast their lies on you, you're fucked. You are seriously totally fucked because there is no way that you will get out of those crimes. You will no way you'll be able to monetarily pay for to get out of them. And there'll be no lawyers around here that will help you because they know exactly what OPP is about and what will happen to them and their families. My skull can be just seriously deformed. I'm 50 years old, and all of a sudden I'm going through identity theft by Tyler Lake, by Jason Van Alstyne, scumbag fucking drug addicts, and to this is defray me as pedophile sex offenders. I'm being treated as a fucking puppet. I'm being treated as a fucking game. Well, my life and my mother's life was taken, as a matter of fact, 2 years ago. On December 20th, it'll be 2 years. So, congratulations, OPP, the ones named. The hospital that's involved in aiding covering up their crimes with and for them, and the same with the police who are aiding and covering up the doctors. How much money is being passed around? How much was I sold for? How much was my bloodline sold for? How much money did you make off my mother's murder and the insurance policy you collected afterwards? Blair Hardy, Billy Waldridge, you fucking pieces of shit bastards, you lowlife. You suck off cops to get away with murder with and for them. And also it benefits them. Two birds, one stone. They use criminals, psychotics, dangerous inmates to commit these crimes with them so they can play Pontius Pilate and then use that against you, you fucking stupid little pawns. And that's exactly what you are in this game too, is fucking pawns. I'm gonna keep this short, but I just want to say this is done after 3 fucking years. You done your job, you pieces of shit, and you're lucky that you took my legal rights, my medical rights, my human rights, and every other right away from me while getting away with this to assure it, you fucking lowlifes. You are guilty of murdering an entire bloodline because I am the last of mine. Congratulations, Billy Waldridge. Congratulations, Blair Hardy, you little meth bed fucking scumbag pieces of shit. Every last one of you garbage need to be put in a fucking guillotine. You are the reason why capital punishment needs to be brought back. You are the reason why it needs to be brought back. Scum, fucking pedophile, sex offending, murdering, lowlife pieces of shit who kill for fucking cops' revenge while getting paid, protected, and money, of course. So you're making it well. Every last one of you pieces of shit fucking garbage. Be safe, everybody. You're gonna pay for this one way or another, you fucking bastards. The police legally, the doctors legally, and Hardy Waldridge, Lake Van Alstyne, his woman Holly Carlisle, Michelle Irish, Isaac, Bucktooth Bob, aka Robert Barry, his girlfriend Allie Cooper, or his little fuck toy, whatever, Isaac, the fucking skank that lives on Center and Thomas Street at the side door entrance. Like I said, the obsessed piece of shit she is. They're all using this on me, doing this to me, numbing me down to dumb me down and injure me. No, this is done, you fucks.